By the year 1993, PC Engine RPGs were consuming an alarming amount of game save space. The game Might and Magic 3 consumed virtually all the game save space in a PC Engine Duo. Japanese gamers needed a solution that would allow them to save directly to the memory device and large amounts of data. In response to this need, NEC released the Memory Base 128, a device that connects between the controller port and the controller and runs on 4 batteries. The Memory Base 128 held 128K of game save data compared to the 2K within the Turbo Duo or the PC Engine Duo. 128K went a long way back in 1993. Japanese gamers could save an unlimited number of games on the 128K, and they could take the memory device with them to play at a friend's house. The battery compartment for the Memory Base 128 was fairly complicated, with 2 doors and a removable module that held 4 AA batteries. A nice feature about the Memory Base 128 is it has a battery low lamp on the front panel, so that when the battery starts to wear down, you'll have a chance to change the batteries before losing all your game saves. Due to a variety of reasons, the Memory Base 128 has fallen into obscurity and become a collector's item. Finding one in modern day is quite difficult and often near impossible. Connecting the Memory Base 128 is very simple. You plug it into the controller port, and then plug a controller into the Memory Base 128, and that's it. It's installed. Now, using it is quite another matter. The software in the game determines how the machine will work. In order for a game to use the Memory Base 128, it has to be designed to support it. Every game that supports this device has a special interface of its own design built into the game software. This only proved to complicate matters, as each game had a different interface and varying results. All the games you're looking at supported the Memory Base 128. There are at least 18 documented games that supported the Memory Base 128. With all these choices, there are 2 standouts. 2 of my favorites are Brandish and Popful Mail. One thing I noticed about the games that are supported by the Memory Base 128, many of them are dual format arcade card and Super CD format, and several of them support the PC Engine mouse. Popful Mail is one of the few games that actually talks about the Memory Base 128 in the manual. Let's start up Popful Mail and look at the interface. As you can see, this is a dedicated or unique interface that has a picture of Popful Mail and a picture of the Memory Base 128 right in the interface. If we cycle through the options, we can see we can switch back and forth between the Memory Base 128 and the Duo itself. One of the things you'll notice on this screen is that the Duo is already being depleted. It's nearly half gone, while the Memory Base 128 hasn't dropped at all. Popful Mail has one of the most elaborate interfaces for the Memory Base 128, allowing you to access either the Duo or the Memory Base 128, or copy data back and forth, delete data, and even start a game save directly from. The interface for Brandish, on the other hand, is quite a bit different. This interface does not allow you to save directly to the Duo. You have to save directly to the Memory Base 128 if it's plugged in. 12 save locations are permitted in Brandish, while Popful Mail allowed for as many as 63. It's no surprise the Memory Base 128 fell into obscurity. It's a little difficult to use, with every game having a different interface, and with only 18 games supporting the device, it's not very practical. However, collectors seem to love the Memory Base 128 as a unique little piece of hardware and piece of gaming history. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment or subscribe, and we'll be making more videos related to the PC Engine in the near future.